What's up? What's up? What's up? Hey, family, this is T, your host of Time with T podcast, and I am so excited to be back. And I know it's been a while, but I'm so happy to be back. And in this episode, which is season 2, episode 1, I'm just gonna let you guys know, give you an update on where I've been and what's been going on. So I am so happy that you are here to listen and tune in. Reach out to me through email, timewitht@gmail.com. Make sure you hit me up on Instagram. Please like, follow, and share my Instagram. It is Time with T Podcast. Again, Time with T Podcast on Instagram. I'm on that platform often, so if you need to reach me, you can also DM me there. And I look forward to speaking with anybody that wants to reach out. It feels amazing. It feels great to be back. And I hope you guys enjoy this episode. Hello, family. I know it has been a minute since you have heard my voice, but I am back and it feels amazing to be back. First and foremost, I appreciate the text messages, the calls, the DMs of those that have been waiting for me to come back out, have new episodes for you guys. I appreciate the support and the love that y'all been giving to me. That really means a lot. What can I say? Life has just been happening, and it has caused me to have some type of blockages where it's been hard for me to focus. It's been hard for me to actually sit down and think, to write, to come up with content, to decide, when I actually wanted to come back out and do more episodes for y'all. But I'm back now, and I'm feeling very optimistic about everything in my life right now. And, I'm just at a point in my life where I'm working on self, and I'm really trying to heal. It's healing that's not just happening like within adulthood, but I need to heal from childhood, things, and relationship healing, and being in single again. It's like, it's a lot, and being a mom and being present for my kids, being present for my job, being present in general for friends, for family, and trying to be present for myself. And sometimes it's not easy to be so present for so many different things in life. It's not easy always, being the one who has to keep it all together, because who else will you depend on? So it's just been a lot of stuff going on, y'all. Like, life, like I said, life has been lifing for real. But does that mean you stop and you give up? Absolutely not. Sometimes you just gotta pull back away from things, pull back away from people, to get your house in order, to get your shit together. Because if you don't take the necessary time that's needed for you to get you together, sooner than later, it's going to come tumbling down. And at one point, I felt like I was just really just piling extra shit on my plate that I really didn't need to and didn't have to. And I'm just getting to this point in my life now where it's like I am finding peace with being alone. A lot of times we go through things, we go through breakups and situations, and we don't know how to find peace within that storm. We look for other people to fill voids. We look for validation. We look for all those things when It starts within. If you're not at peace with yourself, then you're not going to be able to produce peace to give out to other people. Why? Because what's in you comes out of you. So learn how to forgive yourself for the things that you have allowed and the things that you've festered in, and then remove yourself from when you knew that it was time to remove yourself. Allow yourself some grace because you made it through. And if you're still going through the storm, understand that it is just a moment in time and it will not always last. Finding peace alone, it's not easy, and it gets lonely, and it's you have waves of emotions. Sometimes you just feel great and you just feeling like you conquering the world and you moving forward, and then there's some days where you just feel down and you feel alone and you feel out of it and you don't want to get out of bed. You don't want to be around other people. You just rather be alone, even though you don't want to be alone, if that makes sense. So every day is a new day. And what I am learning to do and what I've gotten into the habit of doing is affirming myself. Saying affirmations to myself. And sometimes, especially when you first starting off with doing your affirmations daily, sometimes you say words that you don't even believe. You affirm things that you don't have complete hope in. But the beauty of it is that once you make it a routine, and once you actually learn how to sit into those words and be intentional about the things you are saying, that's when the fruit of the labor begins, because you're actually healing yourself, because you're saying this to yourself every single day and not knowing that your words are manifesting. You sending it out to the universe and affirming to yourself who you are, what you want to be, the things that you're grateful for, how you want to develop yourself. And all those things come into play with your healing. So that's where I'm in now. I'm at a place of finding peace with being alone. I'm at a place of not caring if nobody's calling and texting my phone. I'm in a place of, if somebody gon' fuck with me, they gon' fuck with me. And if they not, they not. And that's okay too. Like, I am at a it is what it is phase. And what does that look like? Exactly as it sounds. Everything is what it is. And I'm not forcing anything anymore in my life. The people that's meant for me, they're going to come and they're going to stay and they're going to ride and they're going to rock with me through the good and the bad. The people that's not for me, I'll be able to pick them out. Why? Because I have a spirit of discernment. I have visions and I see things before they actually happen a lot of times. So my spirit always tells me and always leads me in the right direction. As you become more intentional with and in tune with yourself, you will start to see who's for you and who's not for you. And sometimes you got to let people and things go that you've been attached to for so long. But you need to get in the habit of learning how to detach yourself from people and things that no longer serve you. Detach yourself from that, because those things right there is going to hinder and block you from healing yourself, from being comfortable with being alone, from being comfortable with learning yourself. That's a part of the healing process. You start to learn who you are. You trust yourself. You should be able to go out to different places alone and enjoy that time by yourself, learning who you are, learning what you like, learning what you don't like, learning a new skill, giving yourself personal development time. All those things matter, and all those things play a factor into your healing process. And once you begin to start healing yourself, once you actually feel like you're healing, because a lot of things don't matter to you no more. And I'm not saying just have an attitude where you just don't give a fuck about nothing, where nothing matters to you, don't shit matter. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that you just have to be so careful with the things that you involve yourself in and the people you involve yourself in. Once you get to healing, you're going to look at things in a totally different scope. And a lot of shit it's not going to matter to you. Your emotions is just a temporary thing anyway. We feel them and then we release them and they're gone. We feel them for the moment and then they're gone. I'm actually reading a really good book, and it's called Master Your Emotions. And I've been reading this book, and when I say that it shines a light for me a lot in regards to emotions, because I would say that I can tend to be an emotional person. I'm not going to lie and sugarcoat it. I know that I can tend to be an emotional person. But this particular book, and this is not sponsored or anything for me to tell you all the name of this book, but the name of the book is called Master Your Emotions, A Practical Guide to Overcome Negativity and Better Manage Your Feelings. It is on Amazon Kindle. And the author of the book, and I hope I'm not butchering this man's name, but it's Baaaaack Monsieur. Y'all should really check it out if you really want to work on and understand and grasp how emotions really work, because we say we emotional people, but actually you're not really emotional, because emotions are temporary feelings. So I say all that to say that include personal development during your healing process, during your time of being alone, so you can find peace, because it's a gray area to it. Like I said, because it feels good to begin to find that peace of being alone, right? But there are moments where you want to feel something, like you want to feel, some type of love or affection from another person. But really, what good is that going to do if your heart and your mental is not even ready for that? Like, allow yourself time to process what it is that you're going through personally before you even put yourself out there, because you're only going to set yourself back if you don't begin to find the peace that you need for yourself. So we have to find peace in our season of singleness and in our season of being alone. Being alone doesn't make you lonely. Doesn't mean that you're just a lonely person. Alone time is good time sometimes. Sometimes you don't need other people around. You need to tune out everything and channel in onto you and getting your mind and your spirit and your soul right. So that way, when it is time for you to get back out there and start dating again and start doing the things that, put you in a position to meet and attract new people into your life, that you are ready for that. And if that don't work again for you, be at peace and be at whole with yourself enough for it not to affect you in a way that's going to cause you to have a withdrawal of feeling like you failed, or feeling depressed, or feeling sad and lonely about the situation. Like, a lot of times we get like that because we depend on other people to make us so happy. And we depended on this other person to bring us joy and bring us peace. We looking for all that stuff from somebody else, and we should have that on our own. We need to be whole on our own before we can give ourselves to somebody else. So that way, leave that 10% of, if it don't work, leave that 10% for yourself to take and carry that. That 10% should be enough to carry you through that phase of detaching yourself from the situation, the relationship, whatever the case may be. And you're able to build yourself back up quickly and not fester in that pain. So Y'all, it's it's a lot. It's a lot. And it's not always easy. It's not easy to get to that point. And you gon' like I said, you gonna go through your moments where you gonna feel different things. And sometimes you gonna be feeling okay about it. And sometimes you gonna be feeling like, like, what is this? Like, why am I feeling like this? Or, damn, my phone line dry as hell. You gonna have them moments, but I'm telling you, it is okay, because I'm telling you, you rather be alone and go through this phase of being alone and finding that peace by yourself than being in a situation that's causing you a headache, stress, depression, anxiety. You're always pissed off. You're never happy. And that shit rubs off on other people. That negative energy, it rubs off on other people. And you don't want to be that person that people see as a negative person and so miserable. And you trying to bring your misery onto other people. You would do the Debbie Downer of the group, and you looking for people to make you feel better, and looking for people to say the right things to get you out of whatever it is that you feel. And it ain't them people's job to do that. At the end of the day, you have to be focused on you. It's all about you. It's not about what somebody else is going to do for you, how somebody else is going to make you feel better. It's not about that, because it's not going to stick to you if you're looking for somebody else to do it for you. If that makes sense. I hope y'all heard me. Again, I appreciate the people that tunes in, that listens, that has been waiting patiently for me to come back out with my podcast. I promise y'all, like, I have written down on paper. I have notes in my phone of different topics that I want to talk to everybody about. And this season I do want to do something different. I actually am looking for people to join me and have these real ass conversations about life, relationships, etc. So again, if you do not have my email, it is timewithT@gmail.com. That is TYMEWITHTEE@gmail.com. timewithT@gmail.com. You can definitely inbox me on Instagram. Just send me a DM. And people DM me all the time, people I don't even know, and I hit them up as soon as I can and let them know that I have love for them, and I thank you for their support. I thank you for their follows and all of that good stuff. So I thank you as my listener again for being ever so patient and still sending me DMs, uplifting me, asking me when am I coming back out. That really made me feel really good to know that you all were anticipating this, and as I was, really. So I'm gonna wrap this one up for you guys. Another episode will be coming soon, and I hope that everybody is having an amazing, wonderful evening. And yeah, just hit your girl up. Again, this is Time with T Podcast. I love you, family. Peace and take care.